If you just stumbled upon this video, I'm Divya.
I'm Moses.
And this is our
PR story.
So, a little background about us. We are Indians living in Dubai for the past few years.
Dubai is such a nice and comfortable city. Then why we are moving out?
Well, we have our own reasons, but don't get us wrong, Dubai will always have a special place in our heart.
Yes.
But being at this early stage in our life, we thought moving to Canada will be better for our future than living in Dubai.
We were looking for something more stable
And a place to call our home.
Yeah.
And Canada seems to offer that, a nice place to raise a family with healthcare and other benefits from the government.
Yes.
And not to mention the close proximity to the US as well.
Yeah.
And also the citizenship is
Yes,
an
that is
added
an
aspect.
important one, yeah.
Yeah, but more or less we were kind of getting bored of Dubai because we've lived here for many years, so we were just looking for a change.
Yeah.
So we started our PR journey back in 2019. That sounds like a long time ago
Yes.
now, because it is, because of Corona and everything. But yeah, in 2019 we started a bit of our research. We were just married for a few months then, so
Yeah.
we were looking for a nice place to go and settle down in. And Canada seemed to definitely hit all of the checkpoints for us. So we started doing our research and obviously stumbled upon the express entry program. And being that we are outline applicants, we
Yes.
went through the federal skills workers,
Yeah.
right? And we did the whole process by ourselves. Actually, we didn't go through any agent. And big thanks to one of our friends from church. He
Yes.
went through the whole process.
Yeah, actually he has guided us, how to proceed further for the PR applications.
Yeah.
That
So-
was very helpful for us.
Thanks to Ruben
Yeah.
Anna. So if you guys are also thinking of doing this, you can definitely do this on your own.
Yes, we highly recommend that you go with what you have by yourself.
Yeah, there are lots of resources online. YouTube is of great help. There are
Yeah.
so many videos guiding you through the process. So this is definitely doable on your own. If we could do it, you can as well, for
Yes.
sure. So back to 2019, when we actually started the process, we did a couple of things as preparation. The first one we did was get our education credentials verified through West. That was step one.
Step 2, we have created the profile in CIC website.
Yes, and finally we booked ourselves that very dreaded IELTS exam. And believe us guys, we had no idea what we were getting into with the IELTS exam
Yes.
until we gave our first attempt in September 2019.
Yeah.
I say first attempt because I'm sure if you've gone through this process, you can relate about the many attempts of IELTS that most of us go
Exactly,
through, right?
yes.
In our case, I'm the primary applicant because
Yes.
I was younger.
Yeah,
And also holding a master's, so that
Yes.
will give a lot more points. So if you or your spouse has a master's and if they also happen to be younger, make them your primary applicant
Yes.
to get higher points.
Yeah.
But going back to the IELTS exam, since I'm the primary applicant, most of the heavy lifting or like the focus will be on me.
Yes.
And I am so sad because after the first exam, I realized that IELTS is no easy thing,
Yeah.
because even if you do well in reading, listening and speaking, writing always gets to you. And I got that dreaded 6.5 band score, which
In
was
writing.
writing, which was really bad, and it was so
Yes.
disappointing, guys, because I've never scored so badly in any English exam.
At the score of 6.5 in writing, our score was around 420 or in that category.
And that was definitely not enough in 2019 for us
Yeah.
to make the cutoff. So we knew we had to redo it again. But since it was towards the end of the year, it was around Christmas time and
Yes.
holidays, we went to India and to other places for travel.
Yes.
And then in 2020, Moses, your parents came.
To visit Dubai.
Yeah. And all of that, took a little bit of pause. It
Yeah.
made us put IELTS in the back burner for a while. And in March 2020,
COVID played the games in our
lives.
Yes.
Yeah, guys. So the entire world was on pause,
Yeah.
and so were the IELTS exams. So we couldn't give the exam even if we wanted to.
Yes.
And during this time is when I realized IELTS is not like your typical everyday English writing, and it needed some extra specific coaching. So that's when we looked at courses and we settled on Chris Pell's IELTS Advantage, and that really helped us. It went into all of the details that you obviously cannot do on your own, and it comes from so many experts who have been through the system, right?
Yes, exactly. So, yeah, it helped us, in a lot better way to improve our writings.
Yeah.
And this is an on-demand course that you can do it on your own time.
Yeah, so and you have access to it throughout your life basically, and you also get like feedback for your writing parts that you can send by email, and they will get back to you with coaching on how you can improve and get that 7 band that you need.
Yeah. If you guys are interested to check out IELTS Advantage,
we will leave the links to those courses that we took down below in the description. Make sure to check it out. It's totally worth the price. Trust us, we were able to get 7 band and more.
Yes.
So we cannot recommend it enough, guys. So definitely check it out. During the months that COVID hit, we did really, do our homework, came back from work every day and did our learning and coaching. And I decided, because I'm the primary applicant, let me give the IELTS another go, and appeared for the exam in August of 2020.
Yeah.
And this time I chose computer based just to see if that's going to be any different, but the format is all the same, and it was comparable to the paper based as well.
Yes, exactly.
And this time I was able to get that 7 band in writing thanks to Chris Pell's course.
Yes.
And at this point our CRS score was 464.
With the CRS score of 464, we could not meet the CRS cutoff on that time.
Yeah, guys, the draws around that time was having CRS cutoff of 470 or above.
Yeah.
So then we decided to both give the exam finally, and that will be our last and final attempt, because I was actually able to surprisingly get 7.5 in writing and almost full scores in the other sections as well. And Moses, you got a band of
8 band I have got in IELTS, so it really boosted our score from
464 to 477. With those IELTS scores, we made it well into the high 470s, and this time we were sure that we will make the draw and the cutoff. And that's what happened. On 20th October 2020, we received our invitation or ITA, and that's when we started. Yeah, that was one part of the celebration, because we were out of the pool and into the processing part. So after receiving ITA, you will need to prepare your documents. And remember, back in 2019, we had done our WES or education credential evaluation. So we still had that has a validity of 5 years. And with your IELTS score as well, you need to submit all of those under your education criteria. And some other documents that you will need is your police clearance certificate, your proof of funds, your marriage certificate if you're married, your experience letters for the primary applicant, and also your medical examination that you need to undergo. And we gathered all of these documents and we submitted it to the IRCC portal on the 8th December.
8th December, yes.
2020.
We have completed the gathering all the documents, and we have uploaded in the portal.
And there starts our super
waiting
incredibly long wait time. Because we did that in December, and we did get our biometrics and medical approved in Jan, which it usually takes 40 to 45 days. So that came through, and after that it was just a long period of silence. And we even ordered GCMS notes, which in itself took 3 months to arrive, and when it did, there was literally no progress on that.
Yes, and it was really super hard time for us, guys.
Not knowing what is happening with our profile, because our visa office was outside Canada, so even if you call IRCC, they cannot give you an update. So we just kept being patient and reminded ourselves that what will happen will happen.
Yes.
And the entire year of 2021 just passed with no real updates.
Yeah.
We used to check every day, nothing, really the same status.
Yes.
And in 2022, which is the current year right now, our medical got expired because it has a validity of only 1 year, and then we had to email our visa office, which in this case was London Visa Office, just to ask if we need to reappear or anything, and thankfully they just extended our medical, which
Yes.
was great. So we thought the end is near, that they're working on our application and everything, but nothing happened.
Nothing happened after that. Yes.
Yeah, after they extended the medical, they went silent, and we didn't hear anything until 4 months after, in June 2022.
And that was a time period, guys, really we have went to a lot of frustration and the disappointment of applying for the Canada immigration. And really that was a hard time for us, and also we have almost lost our hope on our application that
that anything is gonna come, because it's been so long without any update. And honestly, not being able to move on with your life, plan anything in the future, because you never know when you're gonna leave and when you have to go to Canada. The uncertainty was killing.
Yes, also we thought that our profile is on checkmate, so nothing is moving.
We were worried that we may have messed something up, but we just kept praying and kept being positive, which was hard, but still, we had to do that because there was no other option really. And after our medical got extended in February, after 4 months, we had received an email in our inbox, and we didn't really expect that. But what was that, Moses?
For additional documents.
Yeah, guys, they were killing us with such a long wait, and we thought, okay, it's gonna come, our final approval is gonna come, but no, they wanted more documents. Yeah, so they requested police certificates again, because the previous one that we submitted obviously got expired, because it has a limited validity. And also some other background information that they wanted us to confirm. So we did that, and we sent it back on July 13th. It took us a month to gather everything and send it back to them, and then now also the waiting game is again resuming, because we send it and we again don't know when to expect. But thankfully the next set of waiting time was so short, and we received our PPR or passport request letter on the 26th of July. Finally. We
were very happy. We were like we are in the moon and celebrating the party.
Yeah, because this long wait finally came to an end, and the very next day, the first thing in the morning, we went and we gave our passports to VFS.
No delays.
No delays anymore, not at least from our end. And after 9 days of it being in the embassy, we received our passports at home on 6th of August, and now we can say that we're almost at the end. The only thing left is to actually land and finish the whole procedure, which we are so excited to do.
Very, very, very excited, guys.
Alright, so that is our little PR story.
Yes.
But along the way, we did make a little bit of mistakes and some learnings, which
that
we
is
thought.
very important, guys. Note it down. If you have a paper with you and a pen with you, just write it down, all the mistakes we went through, and
hopefully you can avoid the mistakes that we did in your journey.
Mistake number 1.
Mistake number 1 is not creating your profile on CIC fast enough. Make sure you open your application as soon as possible, even if you are not meeting the CRS score at that time, because in the draw that happened in 2020, there was a draw which had a minimum score ever of
Yes.
75, and almost 27,000 people got invited.
Yeah.
And if that was to happen again, then imagine if you're already in the pool,
Yes.
and even if you don't meet the CRS today, maybe they reduce it drastically and you could get the ITA.
So point number 2 is, if you're doing this process by yourself, then you have to be very motivated and very dedicated to what you're doing, and it's comes like, you know, if you are preparing for the exams, if you are, you know, submitted some documents, collecting the documents, and all this process will take definitely a long time, guys, and you should be very dedicated to that and wait patiently and, you know, focused on your work, what you're doing. So that is very, very, very important.
And if you think you're losing focus, just think about the end goal of what this is going to be, your future in Canada. Keep that in mind and go to your destination. Get your job done and be in the pool, wait for the ITA and do everything.
There is no motivation from the outside, guys. The motivation, what, you know, to build for yourself is from your inside. So always ping your heart that saying that I have to do it, I have to do it. So that will make you, you know,
that will push you. The next point, number 3, is do not take the IELTS lightly like I did. I thought it would be a cakewalk and I, you know, did the minimum preparation in the first go. Even though I was able to clear the other parts, writing section or the writing module really gets to you. And if you don't get the score in writing, you need to repeat everything all over again. So go prepared, make sure you are getting the right coaching, reference to the IELTS Advantage course in the link below. So make sure you take all the preparations possible before you appear for the exam. And point number 4 is get your police clearance certificate and keep it ready if you think your application is close to the end. In our case, they requested for it once more, maybe 1 month before we got our PPR, and we did not have that document, and we really regret not having it in hand. So if you are close to the end, if you think you're gonna receive it, make sure you are having your police clearance applied and in hand, because it has a validity of 6 months, at least the Indian one that we checked last time. So if you do that, then you can submit your documents as soon as they're requested and get your PPR and be done with it.
The point should be noted. And finally, what we have to do is we have to save a lot of money. When you land in Canada, there will be no job for you. It will take long time to get a job in Canada. So really, for that time being, you have to save some money to, you know, manage your family if you're traveling with your kids. So make a plan that you are saving enough money and you are getting a sufficient amount when you go and land in Canada.
Yes, so we hope you learned something from this video and our journey. We are so excited for this next phase in our life, and we cannot wait to get to Canada.
We are super excited, guys.
And actually land there. I know that's another like phase in our life that we are so looking forward to, and definitely we are gonna be taking you along with us throughout this journey. If you guys also have any suggestion of what you'd like to see, let us know in the comments. We will definitely be looking for your suggestions for future Canada content as well.
Yes, and make sure to subscribe to our channel so that you will not miss any video from us.
Yes, from Dubai or Canada, wherever it may be. We will take you along for the ride, and if you like this video so far, if you think you've learned something from this video, make sure to give this a thumbs up, guys, and hopefully we should be speaking soon in the next one.
Video.
Bye.